Hello dear children, I am Hemant Kumar Devre and today I am going to teach you lesson number 2 from political science, and the name of the lesson is diversity and discrimination. Dear friends, before we go ahead, we must understand the meaning of the lesson. Diversity and discrimination, there are two words, and these two words have their own meaning. And the meaning of diversity we have seen in the first chapter, that is understanding diversity. I hope you know the meaning of diversity, but I would like to tell you the meaning of diversity once again. Diversity means differences. It means differences of religion, caste, language, and many things. If you have a look in our India, even in your surroundings, you will experience the diversity. The diversity of language spoken, the diversity of festivals celebrated, and many things. So this is what the short information or introduction I have given you about diversity. Later we will understand the meaning of discrimination. Later we will understand the meaning of discrimination. And the word discrimination has its own meaning. We will explore the meaning when we will move towards the lesson. Let us go ahead. Look at the picture. Kindly observe it carefully. You can see different people. Means there are differences in their costumes, in their dresses. So this is also the short example of diversity I can produce here. Let me tell you the objectives of learning this lesson. Dear students, at the end of this lesson, you all will be able to define prejudice, stereotypes, and discrimination. You will be able to articulate how these concepts are related and very relevant to our everyday life. Let us understand. Let us move ahead. Kindly have a look at the picture. This is the map of India. If you look at the north to south and east to west, it means length and breadth of India. You can see the diversity existed here. We have regional diversity, we have cultural diversity, we have diversity in the dresses, we have diversity in dance, everything. That's what I told you. Diversity of dresses and dance. Every state has its own dance form, and the costumes are also different. Languages are also different. Dear friends, we are having diversity in India. India is a diverse country. It is a country of diverse society. India consists of people from different castes, religions, cultures, customs, and many languages spoken. We celebrate different festivals together. We eat different kinds of food. We wear different dresses to each other. It means we can say that our India is a land of diverse cultures, religions, and communities. For example, I would like to give you people from Kerala and Ladakh. They have different religion, culture, language, festivals, food, dress, dance, etc. It means people from both the regions of Kerala and Ladakh have different religion. Yes, they have different culture. They have different languages. They have different festivals, food, dresses, dance, etc. This is the diversity. But this diversity is a strength of our country. We have different festivals. We have different celebrations according to the different religions. Okay, dear friends, we must understand this diversity is a strength of our country, because our country is recognized as a diverse country, and this diversity is only the source of our country, the strength of our country, we can say. We have different people from different backgrounds, and these only people have came together to fought this national freedom struggle. Yes, all the people of different caste, communities, religions, language spoken, all people, those who have practiced different things in different platforms, they all have come together to set our India free from British rule. And that is what we are having, unity in diversity. But how we can understand this diversity? As I have told you diversity, let me again tell you in a brief. There are 8 major religions in the world, but each one of them is practiced in India. There are 1600 languages, more than 100 dance forms, and 22 regional languages are also practiced in India. But my dear friends, my dear students, you must be even experiencing the things. You must have noticed the things. Sometimes this diversity brings discrimination. Discrimination can happen due to many reasons, and some other reasons can be skin color, different spoken languages, wearing different types of clothes, belonging to a different religions or communities, following different customs and economic backgrounds as well. We can understand these things. Let us understand the lesson. Here in this lesson, we are going to understand prejudice, religion-based discrimination, gender-based discrimination, and the people, those who fought against discrimination. We are going to understand, we are going to explore these things. Let us understand, my dear friends. The word prejudice. You can see the word prejudice is very simple to understand. Its dictionary meaning is very simple. When someone judges another person in a negative way, it is called prejudice. Dear students, you have to understand this thing very clearly. People often have certain prejudices about other people who may appear different. Yes, who may appear different in the differences can be in terms of facial features, accents, eating habits, or costumes. Yes, this is our very normal human nature that we feel comfortable in a group of people who appear like us, those who behave like us. But we tend to feel uncomfortable in the group of people, those who not behave like us, those who may not appear like us. Exactly. We are Indians and we have diversity in our country, and our country is very diverse. People from different regions, they look entirely different. Exactly. People of Northeast, people of South, people of the Central India, exactly, they look different each other. Even they are different in eating habits, their accents, their costumes are also different. I'm going to give you some examples of prejudice which happen because of this diversity. First example, the people of Northeast, when they move to Delhi, the people of that area, the local people, they often look them down. Even you must have heard the news of harassing those people into the newspaper. Another example, the people of South, they are definitely called as Madrasi. When they move towards northern part of India, they call Madras. Okay, so this is what the example of prejudice I would like to give. Now, a person from Bihar is considered as less intelligent and subject to ridicule in most of the metropolitan cities of India. Yes, Bihar people, we consider them as very illiterate people and all. They move to the cities to earn their livelihoods and all. So we ridicule like these people. They are becoming the victim of ridicule and all. Another example, people from rural areas are considered illiterate, unhygienic, unsophisticated. Means this is the thinking of city people about the village people. But when these people of city, the citizens, those who are living in urban areas, they move to the rural areas. That time also the people of rural areas develop their own thinking about the people of cities. So most of the cases, these prejudices are very harmless. But in some cases, our prejudice behavior may turn to be harmful the person at the receiving end. For example, when you do not behave properly with a person because of your prejudices, it can be very bad for the self-respect of another person. Yes, exactly. That's why we should not develop a negative thinking without knowing that person. Okay. Let us move to the another phase of the chapter, and that is stereotypes. The meaning of stereotype is when we tend to see some persons into a predefined image. This is called making of prejudice. Let me explain you these prejudices. Many stereotypes are here since thousands of years they are existed. Some of the examples very simple. The examples of girls and boys we can take. For example, girls are supposed to be very soft spoken and submissive in nature. They are supposed to have keen interest in music and painting. They cry too often. They need to learn cooking, doing household chores and untidying up their houses and all. This is what the work associated with the girls. Don't you think that this can be done by the boys as well? And another example I will give you, the boys are supposed to be aggressive and naughty. They are supposed to have keen interest in adventure sports and outdoor sports. Boys should not cry because crying is a sign of weakness. This is said to the boys. You should not cry, you're a boy, you're brave, you're not a girl. This is said. It means predefined image has been created. When a boy becomes an adult, he is supposed to earn money to bring back on at home. Another example is gender based stereotypes. See, if you look into the examples of the films, advertisement or TV serials, almost all the advertisement related are detergents and washing machine. They are women, means they show women as the main protagonist. But on the other hand, all the stunts shown on a bike, all these such kind of advertisements are performed by the ferocious looking man. You may be knowing the advertisement of the thumbs up. The Ranveer Singh comes, sometimes Salman comes, sometimes Akshay Kumar comes there. So this is all the examples are there. Apart from these gender-based stereotypes, we also see stereotypes based on religions, caste, place of origin. Yes, these are only the examples of I have given you of these advertisements and boys and girls. I have given examples, but another examples are also there. The stereotypes that occurs due to the religion, caste, and place of origin. So my dear friends, this is what we have to understand in this lesson, and I hope you must have understood this in the way I have explained. In the coming time, we all will be able to understand the remaining part of the lesson. We will see the discrimination. We will try to understand the causes of discrimination. We will explore the fight against discrimination, the people, those who have taken part against the fight of discrimination. We will able to understand the efforts taken by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar and many more things. So that is all for today. Till that time, you take care. Very soon I shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.